Congratulations, it's a boy. Holy smokes.
Well, why walk when you got a water truck? Back to square one. You're watching the Wild West Farmer. Today is September the 22nd. We're gonna be out running our John Deere field cultivator today. Cheeto's gonna be pulling it with the 8285R. We're gonna be incorporating fertilizer that I'm about to go spray. Albert is out cutting stalks with the 4560 and the little stalk cutter. We're knocking them down with that first. Following it with the 8320R and the Case 3950 tandem. We're trying to get a bunch of ground shaped up right fast so we can get some wheat going before our next milo harvest is here. We'll just take it one step at a time and see what happens. Is it gonna go?
Maybe.
A shank that's missing here. We've got some extras somewhere. I'll have to find that.
I did indeed find that shank. I'm gonna switcheroo that out real quick. There's a bushing right in there that I need to get out. That'll be a process. Got my bushing back out. And this one, it just went right in. I think that should be tight.
We're gonna be spraying 24804. 24% nitrogen, 8% phosphorus, 0 potassium, and 4% sulfur. We're gonna be blending that off at about 9.5 gallons. We're gonna add a little bit of water, and we're gonna add a quart of Roundup to it because we still have a little bit of milo still trying to grow. We want to try to get this wheat the best shot that we have without any competition coming after it. We're gonna get up here, we're gonna get loaded, and then we'll catch y'all here in just a minute. Right here is kind of the filling station we're gonna be working out of. Let's go get it loaded. Got a real pretty pattern. They always say, oh yeah, that'll tank mix, you know, but you never know until you know, and it's working, so that's good. Ground shaped up good behind the disc. This is 2 trips. I am gambling on this. Wheat's not worth much. Our yields here are not very good with wheat. This ground just took a heavy crop off of it. I want to put some more nutrients back into the soil. You know, hopefully this wheat will be able to utilize it, but we do need to add nutrients back into our soil so we can be sustainable in the future, because we don't want to just deplete our soil of all its nutrients. We would traditionally go back to cotton on this type of acres, and I'd just scoot it over one row. We would just plant right in between the milo stalks, leave them standing, come back, run the stalk cutter through there, knock those out later in the growing season with the cotton. Cotton markets are just not good enough for me to be planting any dryland cotton right now. Hopefully the markets will come back in the future, but as of today, it's wheat or milo on the dryland for myself. Main thing is we're getting these fields shaped back up and fertilized, and they should be in real good position to either grow wheat or maybe grow a different crop depending on what happens with this wheat. Got this whole field sprayed, and oh my goodness. Well, you can smell it. I like the smell of fertilizer. Smells like high hopes.
Out here running this cultivator with the 8285R. It's got duals on it, so it makes it extra bumpy. I do have the 4x4 on, just in case that plow gets to pulling heavy. It's only using a little bit of its power, not even halfway. I am getting an average of 19.4 acres an hour, and I'm going about 6.6 miles an hour. If I can keep that up, about 19 acres an hour, I can get this field done pretty quick, and I think it's doing a real good job. It's only in the dirt about, I don't know, that far, so it's not deep. All we want to do is just mess with the top a little bit, but I think this is leaving a very nice flat field for the wheat drill to come in and just be able to zoom back and forth real quick. We'll get after it, and hopefully this fertilizer helps that little wheat grow up and make another beautiful crop. Just when we need it to go is when it broke down. That one that runs the fan, we replaced this one earlier during planting season, and we didn't replace the bottom one. I guess now it's time to replace the bottom one, so I'd tear after it, tear into it, and see what we can figure out with this one. Okay, so to further inspection, the fan does not move at all. And it's that bad boy right there. Fun times, I guess. Upon even further inspection, I cannot take this shield out. It's bolted right up there. It's all mangled in between, so I'd have to take a whole bunch more stuff. I think I can squeeze my hand in there to get those bolts out, so that's what I'm gonna do. Got the fan taken off. It can just sit right there. And I'm gonna have to take all these little bolts out and take this shev off so I can take this belt off. I believe that's the only way you can take that belt off, so yeah, I guess we'll do that. So our main part is held in by 4 of these little bolts. You can see that one right there. There's one on top, one on the other side, and one on the bottom. I hope the John Deere store has a brand new one for us because we need it. I'm just here struggling. Let's hope this doesn't all fall down. It's heavy. Wow. Yeah, somebody's pinching their fingers today, and that is me. Oh no. You know those things that are not that heavy but just uncomfortable? Yeah, that's this one. Congratulations, it's a boy. Holy smokes. Yeah, so right there is where it goes. I think our only casualties of getting it out of there was a wire clip, which is not bad. This thing, I believe it's supposed to turn right here. And I mean, there's no turning involved in this one. Looks like a burnt up bearing to me, or froze up bearings. Luckily, it did not burn the tractor down. One of my favorite tractors. They said they had one at the local parts store, so I'm gonna run over there real quick and pick it up and slap it back on and get the plowing. I did get the parts. The John Deere store luckily had them. I guess since this is for a tractor and not a combine, they do have it in stock. I don't know how many thousands of dollars worth of parts, but it's 2 pieces. It's that new belt and that new clutch, fan drive, whatever it's called. Dude, that is not the right one. Never mind. They said that this was the new latest and greatest one. Let's do a side-by-side comparison. There we go. Speed sensor, hole for I don't know what. Bad bearing, good bearing. Another thing I just realized is one is greasable and the newer one is not greasable. That might have been what froze it up. Probably why they went to a non-greaser one. Oh, goodness gracious. If it weren't for this piece of plastic, I don't think I would have gotten it. Well, there it is.
The fan driven on this 8285R went out, but that's just kind of common on this style of tractor. About every 4,000 to 5,000 hours, you kind of have to replace those fan drives. Fan drivens. It's kind of gonna mess up our plans. It's gonna throw us out of sync for the week. You can still smell the fertilizer out here. Hopefully we can get this thing back together and get it plowed in. Here's the old one. Now this is a greasable style. I don't know, it just locked up. Maybe we got lucky. We probably did get really lucky actually. But here's that new belt that we put in earlier this year. You can already tell it's burred out on the sides. So this deal's not working right. It's kind of a bummer. Of all days, it goes out today. I'm gonna stand back. Well, nothing came apart.
Good.
So now all this is mechanical versus being like a greasable style, which is not, I mean, this is not ideal. But this is the way they came from the factory, and that's actually they've changed it now. All the new style tractors are like this. They've got these big paddles on there, and it's not greasable. A lot better of a setup. Cheeto did 99% all that. I'm glad he caught it. Glad he figured it out, because that right there can actually make tractors burn all the way to the ground. we've got both of these replaced on this tractor. This one was the last piece to go there, so we can put that behind us and not worry about it anymore. We just got little points running on our plow. So these little points are not going to plow out the roots of this living green stuff like this, and then right here looks like a buried head underneath the ground. Probably dig him up, but you can see all that little green stuff. So right now we're just trying to comb the ground, smooth it out, level it out, and these points work really good for that. Sweeps tend to drag a lot worse, so I don't want to mess with that. We're just combing out the ground and incorporating in the fertilizer, stirring it into the dirt, smooth this stuff out so we can bring a wheat drill in behind here. So that's why I'm adding the Roundup, because the Roundup is going to hit all this little green stuff. And in the plows, obviously, it'll take out most of it, but it's not going to get it all. He's got about 90 acres left on this field. We're getting about 20 acres an hour, so that would put him at 10 o'clock tonight, which we don't really work that late. We're going to run till about 8 o'clock on this. I'm going to go ahead and go and spray one more field in front of him. I'm just going to jump to a smaller field versus a larger field like I kind of had intentions to. And that way, if we do get some volatilization happening, it won't be as many acres messed up. We're gonna kind of do that, seeing as today we kind of got we had a pretty bad start. I would guess you would say we've only been plowing for about 1 hour and it's 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Just the first day of stuff, kind of always goes this way. We had a flat on the field cultivator. Y'all got to see us kind of zip that on early. John Deere 960 field cultivator. It's 29 foot on the GPS, probably a 30-foot plow with Harris and roller cone rolling baskets put behind that, so it's leaving the ground. It's pretty smooth, looks good. Oh guys, it's been one of those days. Came over here to start this motor and pulled the string out of it. I guess I'll walk down there and get my pickup. I gotta have my tools to fix the string. Well, why walk when you got a water truck? Well, I was hoping just to get a quick load put out, but broke the dang string on the motor there, so thought I just had about 1.5 hours left for the day of working. Looks like I'm gonna have longer than that. I don't have a new string to put on here. That's what happened. This old string is no good. It's rotted. Afraid I'm gonna have to take the old string out. I just don't have a lot of string to work with here. Could just take the one off there right quick, get this started, and in the morning go and get the right string for all this. That might be what I end up doing, just for simplicity reasons. That way I can get out in the field. I'm trying to think here how the best way is to do this. I think actually that's what I'm gonna do. I've got a nurse trailer right over here with a little Honda on it. I'm just gonna rob the string off of it, the whole deal, stick it on this pump, and then that way we can get back in the field and going, and I'll take this into town, get it all fixed up. First thing in the morning, bring it back and put it on that other trailer. Sounds like a plan to me. Rob parts off something else to make something else work, but gotta do what you gotta do, right? All right, let's see if this one's any good. Oh yeah. For reals? Like, what's up? Back to square one. But guys, I don't know. This one's got a different style. This one has little dog legs on it. These are pegs. Okay, so I ended up just restringing this one. It's going to be a really short string, so I'm going to have to be careful not to over pull it. I mean, this is our only option. I took that other one off. It's not going to work. So I got to go put it back on. But for right now, all I got to do is put the handle back on this side and then screw it back on. So we'll see how it goes. Boom chakalaka. Maybe that'll work. All right. Let's go put it back on. back in business. We're going for a little 75-acre patch out over here. I'm gonna load 712 gallons. It is Tuesday. I'm going to take a water hose and I'm going to wash this grum off the spray rig. Woo, it is dirty. I don't like this fertilizer on here. It could potentially rust this thing out. It's really salty. Like you can smell it. It's like road grime times 1,000. Oh, good. It's just rinsing right off. Oh, that's real good. I was afraid I might have to scrub this baby, but I think we'll just give her a quick rinse and be good to go. It's gonna be some fertile ground right there. Could be doing this in my front yard. Give you a little bit of before and after. We'll have to come in there and brush that off and clean it up. We're not gonna do that till we're done spraying for the season. We've got quite a bit left to spray. Hopefully we'll jump in there and just boom, 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 be able to walk through these other places, and then we'll rinse it all off once more. Albert, he's running the disc down at Idley, plowing up some milo stalks on a little half pivot. It was one of the last ones in the last combine videos. But he got his stalk cutting done down there earlier, and he switched over to the disc this morning. Need to go check on him, see how things are going there. We'll go check on Cheeto, and then see what happens. Change of plans. We're gonna take the little baby disc over here. Got some tumbleweeds we need to get plowed up right fast. So I'm gonna go do that before Cheeto gets done working on the field that he's on. That way he can smooth out the mess this little disc will make. Wow, that's a dirty window. Cheeto called, he got that field done. So we're moving his field cultivator to the farm that we're gonna spray tomorrow and plow that in. It's just an awkward time. It's 4:30 in the afternoon. If I spray that field, it's gotta sit over the night. Well, I just got over here to where Albert's running the disc. I think he's on his second pass here. This will be the first pass. And you can tell we got some volunteer milo coming up. Probably an old head or something there. But we're gonna plant this back into wheat as well. Stuff like this is what gives you fits. When that thing falls on the ground, you know, it just comes up as a bundle. You know, this is all still good seed here, so we're trying to bury it all under the ground, give it some moisture, hopefully sprout those seeds and ruin them before we go back into wheat with this stuff. It's kind of tough going back into wheat behind milo. One, because you get a lot of bugs. You get all the worms, anything that's in that head, you know, you're burying down into the dirt. And then when you come back in here and plant it into wheat, you know, you're putting a lot more seeds out here. Also, you've got bad volunteer problems. And this baby milo, when it sprouts and germinates at the same time that your wheat does, you know, the only thing that'll kill this is a freeze, because you can't come back in here and spray it because they're both a monocot, which means the same herbicide you'd spray on this little volunteer milo would be the same thing that you could spray onto wheat. And this milo will come up super thick, super aggressive, and it will choke out the wheat. That's why we're burying this stuff down, double disking it. That way we can try to get as much of this stuff buried into this ground. It's got some moisture in it, cover them up, and hopefully sprout those seeds in the dirt, and then come back with that field cultivator about a week later and stir the dirt again. And if we have to, we'll come back and spray them, whatever we got to do. But our goal is to get wheat growing here on this half pivot as soon as we can. got Albert up here with me. He's been disking for, what, 3 weeks?
Yeah, tired disking.
Oh man, it pairs up really nice with this tractor. Actually, this tractor pulls it real good. 8320R, and this is a 27-foot case tandem. Really, we got more horsepower. We could get by with a bigger plow. Oh, Albert's been just giving her fits every day. And I guess yesterday you ran the stock cutter, right, on all this?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to keep it on the road. It's kind of curved, you know.
Yeah.
But if you wiggle a little, it's
You miss it?
yeah. My GPS wasn't want to stay on the road.
Yeah. He got well, the 4560 doesn't have a GPS, so
I use my own.
yeah, he uses his own GPS, which is different kind of these days, because I think we all kind of get spoiled to just kind of hit the button and it's kind of a art, you know, a lost art really. He's running about 6 miles an hour, cruising along, 1900 RPMs. How much fuel?
But I think every 2 days.
It's a power shift tractor versus the IVT, which I think the power shift tractor does a lot better on the fuel. Some of y'all might disagree with that.
I like this tractor.
Remember when we were running the breaking plows? This one would pull the breaking plow for 2 days,
Yeah.
and that other tractor would burn a full tank of fuel a day, every day. Man, it looks good. Little disc, I'm super happy to have that. We spent quite a bit of time kind of getting it all fixed back up, put quite a few hydraulic hoses on it. We had to put some tires on it, replace some bearings. The guy that I'd bought that from, I don't think had used it in quite a while. It'd kind of just been sun fading, sitting out. Glad we got it. We're really putting it to use. If we didn't have it, I don't know really what we'd be doing. Probably be running the shredder. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you're interested in farming content right here from West Texas. Hopefully we'll be getting into more exciting things soon, so y'all stay tuned for what's next. Appreciate all y'all watching. Y'all remember that the Lord is in control. To wear more cotton, eat more beef. We'll see you next time.